Hello?
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RIDG Picks Week 6. I am your host, Sween, along with DJ Frank J.O. of RIDG Gaming. Frank, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing this wonderful day?
You know, I'm doing all right. I wasn't doing good last night after Monday Night Football, but I'm sure we'll get into that. It was an interesting week of picks. You and I both went 8-8 on the picks last week, so
Of course.
nothing changed. Yeah.
That's twice, right? We both gotten 8-8.
2 weeks in a row, we've gone 8-8, and our overall standings we currently stand at. I am 29, 34, and 1, and you are 40, 39, and 1, 3-game lead.
Let's go, baby.
So hopefully we got some variation on our picks this week.
Let's hope.
But before we get into our picks, you got anything? Any questions or hot takes?
Yeah. So I do have a question because I've seen a lot of people complaining about bad calls, no calls, whatnot. And my question is: are the rules to attempt to protect the players making the game softer or ruining the game?
Both. I think they're putting too much emphasis on trying to protect the quarterback, and it's getting to a point where they're just basically going to be playing flag football or two-hand touch with some of these calls that they're making, and we'll get into that with my hot take. But also, I think they are making the game a little softer in general. At a certain point, you just got to let them play. There's certain things they can do to make the game better and not affect it, but some of the things that they're doing, especially with the quarterback, and like how else is someone supposed to tackle the quarterback? Like, it's football.
How are you supposed to tackle anybody? I mean
that literally, speaking of officiating, that goes in my hot take for this week. The Raiders finally had one penalty go their way where they didn't get screwed. And as soon as that happened, I knew they were doomed for the rest of the game. Yes, it was definitely not roughing the passer on Derek Carr during the Raiders game. It was a bogus call. But you know what? The Raiders, and I'm sure you've gone through it with the Lions, have had so many calls not go their way that it was nice to finally have a call that was cool. Yeah, it works out for us. So the freaking refs went the rest of the whole game just calling penalties. And it's like, dude, the refs were literally scared from the Chiefs fans the rest of the games. So we get down to the fourth quarter. The Raiders freaking stop them to kick a field goal. The guy misses the field goal, and they call a holding on defensive guy. And they zoom in on the play, dude, and he's literally he just stands up, doesn't even do anything. And they call defensive holding. They score a touchdown. And then, debatable between Davante Adams and the catch he made, but in my honest opinion, and a lot of people's opinions, he had control of the ball with one hand as he brought it down. It had 2 feet down, and then he got his other hand on it. Seen it plenty of times. They said he didn't have full possession. They go to fourth down. Obviously, they run into each other. Game's over. But screw the refs, man. We get one play go our way, and then the rest of the game was just chalked. So
that leads me to another question since we're talking about it. Is the NFL rigged?
Dude, I don't know if it's rigged. I would hope it's not, but it sure seems that way sometimes. And it really seems like with the teams that they really like to have on top, like the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Patriots, the Bucks, it seems like everything always goes in their favor. And that might just be me talking from being a fan of the Raiders and not being good or relevant for the past 20 years for the most part. But it sure seems that way, like they get different treatment, because there's been plenty of times where Max Crosby's got called on bogus roughing the passer calls. It's like, that's not even roughing the passer. So like, I don't feel sorry for them overturning that call last night in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, it happens to us all the time.
It's nice to have it go your way.
It is. But it was a blessing and a curse, because in the rest of the game, it was like, that just set the tone, like the Chiefs, like the fans, everything. And I don't know. Did you see Davante push over that cameraman?
Yes.
Did you see both angles of it though?
No, I only saw the one. I've only seen one.
So they released a different angle, and it literally shows Davante, and he's like walking towards the tunnel, and he kind of has his head down, so he can't see throughout the side of his helmet, right?
He has blinders on pretty much.
The dude literally walks in front of him, so he doesn't catch the guy being in front of him until it happens. So it was like a natural reaction to push him. Like the first angle they were showing was very like, it looked pretty bad on Davante's end. Yeah. And then it shows this other angle. Mad. Yeah. They show this other angle. And it's like, okay, that doesn't look as bad. Like the dude straight up ran right in front of him, and it happened. But this dude's like probably going to try to sue him and get a bag for getting pushed over.
I mean,
dude, is this the Raiders? They can't catch a break.
They can't catch a break, bro.
So,
man, no, seriously,
I'm done ranting. That's why I picked the Chiefs, because I knew something like that potentially could have happened. So we didn't lose a game on that, but I thought the Raiders definitely shot themselves in the foot again, and we're sitting at 1-4 going into a bye week, and we could potentially easily be like 4-1, 3-2. But
yep. I mean, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Except we dropped the nasty goose egg. So we went from scoring the most points in the league to being like, we don't want to be number one in any category, so we're just going to drop a goose egg this week.
Yeah. I was actually really surprised at that score, and a few other teams that ended up losing. I was surprised, but I was like, well, Frank and I chose the same people, so
yeah, so it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah. But anyways, so we're still we're pretty close going into week 6, and I think from getting over our rants and our hot takes, let's jump into some picks for the week.
Let's jump into it. Let's do it.
All right. First game of the week, we have the Commanders versus the Bears on Thursday Night Football. Who you got?
I'm taking the Bears over the Commanders on this one.
Bears over the Commanders. I am doing the same. I thought a little bit about picking the Commanders, but I decided to just go with the Bears at home.
I did too, because I've been picking against the Bears all season.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna pick them this season, this game, because, like I said, I don't like the Commanders.
Same. Okay, moving on to our Sunday slate of games, we have San Francisco versus the Falcons.
I went 49ers over Falcons on this one.
I chose the 49ers as well on that one. They just seemed like they got a little bit more momentum going, but Falcons could easily win that game. I think they got screwed by Tampa with that.
I think it's going to be close.
Yeah. That was kind of a tough one to choose, but I just kind of went with the momentum of 49ers. All right. So next up, we have the Patriots versus the Browns, and I believe this is your coin flip of the week, right?
This is the coin flip of the week. I cannot pick between the two. I mean, there's another team that I couldn't pick between the two, and I'll explain a little later. But this one, this one, it was just like this. I don't know. Just because Browns can go either way, and the Patriots, I mean, they just laid a fat goose egg on, or made Detroit lay a fat goose egg. So, first team is heads, which is Patriots. Second team, Browns, tails.
All right.
The coin's not doing so well anymore. So
2 and 3.
2 and 3, baby. So let's see. Coin, can you redeem yourself? Heads. It loves heads. So looks like we're going with the Patriots over the Browns.
Going with the Patriots over the Browns, and that brings us to our first different pick of the week. I am taking the Browns in this one.
All right.
I had a hard time choosing this game, so
that one was hard.
I probably should have flipped a coin as well. This one. All right. Next up, we got the New York Jets versus the Packers. I'm rolling with the Packers.
I'm going with the Packers over the Jets. Even though the Jets played really well last week, I'm just like, I can't.
Ain't no way Packers are dropping 2 straight.
No. Yeah, they are now.
Yeah, probably. All right. Next up, we got the Jaguars versus the Colts.
So I went Colts over Jaguars on this one.
Colts over Jags, and I'm actually taking the Jags over the Colts.
Oh.
There we go. Let's go. We're getting some different picks in. Moving on, we have the Vikings versus the Dolphins.
So this one took me a little while, and I'm definitely. Yeah, there it is. I took Fins over Vikings on this one.
Really?
Yes, I did.
I'm rolling with the Vikings. I'm pretty sure I don't know if Tua's playing, and Teddy Bridgewater's out too, so they have their third string playing. Last chance to change your pick.
Nope.
All right, rolling with it. Moving on, we got the Bengals and the Saints, and I'm rolling with the Bengals this week.
Ooh, I'm rolling with the Saints. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Dang.
Hey, you guys can tell how much attention I pay, right? I didn't know the Finns had the third string going, but
that's why I tried to give you a warning on it.
You did, but you know what?
Try to switch it up. Yeah, they're probably going to win now. All right, we got the Ravens versus the Giants, and this is going to be my upset of the week. I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm taking the Giants over the Ravens, baby.
Oh, all right, all right.
I thought the Ravens were favored in that one.
I mean, I'm just based off of the record. Giants are 4-1,
Gotcha.
kind of playing good, and then we got the Ravens 3-2.
Because that was my upset, Giants over Ravens, just because I was looking at the odds.
Okay, so that's your upset.
Yep. I thought I wrote it somewhere, but I wrote it all small. So,
all right.
But when you said upset, it kind of confused me.
Yeah. Moving on, we have the Buccaneers versus the Steelers.
See, this one was my other hard one because just I don't know which Bucks you're gonna get, even though it is the Steelers. But
True.
I almost coin flipped that one, but I'm gonna go with Bucks over Steelers.
I am going with the Buccaneers as well, and it's also my lock of the week. Buccaneers will not lose this game.
Nice.
Next up, we have the Panthers versus the Rams. I am rolling with Los Angeles Rams.
I'm tired of picking the Rams. I went with the Panthers, baby.
Ooh. Head coach just got fired.
Yep.
Rolling with the Panthers. This one was a tough game for me. Next up, Cardinals versus the Seahawks.
All right, I'm going to take the Seahawks over the Cardinals.
Seahawks, and I'm taking the Cardinals.
Let's go.
Ooh, man, almost every single game, dude.
Either I'm going to blow you away or you're going to make a comeback and take the lead.
I hope so. All right. Next up, this is going to be my game of the week. We have the Bills versus the Chiefs, and I am rolling with my boy Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Going with the Bills, baby.
You are too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going with the Bills.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to get them, but it's in Kansas City, so it could be a close game. Sunday Night Football, we have the Cowboys versus the Eagles.
Yeah, this one is going to be kind of hard because, I mean, Cowboys are pulling out wins out of nowhere, I feel like. Mm-hmm. But the Eagles are flying. They're flying, and they're flying hard. So I'm going to have to go with the Eagles on this one.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Eagles as well. I'm not going to choose against them again. And then last but not least, we have another primetime Broncos game. Monday Night Football, Broncos versus the Chargers. I'm rolling with the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Chargers, too. When I saw that, and I was like, another AFC game for Monday Night Football? Like, come on. Come on. Can we get anything else?
Can we flex a game? All right. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of RIDG Picks. This could be a big week for one of us to take a big lead.
Well, it's going to be a big week for one of us.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
This leaderboard will be changing, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know what your upset pick of the week is down in the comments, and we appreciate the support. Make sure to like the video, subscribe so you don't miss future episodes from the boys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
We love you guys. Peace.